Hello and welcome to Provision 7. In the next minute or so, I'll show you how easy it is to create action plans and provisions for your students, and how learning support teams can be better managed. Let's start today by logging into our demo account. Provision 7 is web-based, which means you can access it anytime, anywhere through the internet. Here I'll log in as the school SENCO by typing in my email address and password. If I do happen to forget my password, I can reset it by clicking on the link "I've forgotten my password." An email will be sent to my account instructing me how to do this, so I can be back in the system in minutes. The first thing I'm going to do is search for one of my students, Claire Abbott. As you can see, the autocomplete is kicking in and suggesting students with names similar to Claire's, a little bit like Facebook. I click on Claire's name and this takes me to her profile, which has a lot of really useful information. For now though, I'm going to create a new provision plan by clicking the Add New and selecting Provision. I can either select from provisions already in use by the school, or if none are suitable, I can create a new one. This brings up a simple provision form. Here I can give the provision a title, some background information as to why I'm creating this, and outline the goals or outcomes I want to achieve from the provision. I then select a time frame for which I want the provision to run, and if there is a cost for running the provision, I can also put that in. Before I can save it, you will notice that the permissions are attached to the record. As with many aspects of a learning support department, certain areas may be sensitive and as such require discretion. I have the option to only let relevant colleagues have access or allow all to see. When I am satisfied, I click Save. Now I can add my students to the provision. As may be the case in many situations, the provision may be beneficial to more than just one student, and as such I have the option to add as many students to this provision. Again, the autocomplete will match the correct students for me. Claire's other teachers would immediately be notified and can see all the support measures in place. They can then engage in discussions regarding the provision, thus making it more effective. So now you've seen how easy it is to create effective provision maps for my students. But as a school SENCO, I also need to be able to manage my team. Using Provision 7, I can then assign my staff to give direct support in the appropriate lesson. I choose the lesson and select the relevant support member and assign them to that lesson. If I then go back and look at the provision timetable, I can see exactly where my staff are and who they are supporting. The system ensures that my staff do not get double booked, and it allows me to distribute resources adequately. SENCOs use Provision 7 to create effective provision maps and to better manage the school's learning support department. For more information, please contact our educational advisors.